we're just going to create a company-wide report for Company B using an Excel report template that probably resides on the CD that contains the training videos. So the first thing you'll need to do is actually go to the composite triangle group called Be All. I guess you can probably find it. Run your model, called Good, Forecast, Load, I say Good Combined. Do a PALD, so just for the reserves. Find the predicted aggregate loss distribution for reserves. Incidentally, you can also save simulations to a file. Yeah, why don't we do that for fun? Save simulations to a file. Didn't think about that. To a file. And if you click on OK now, it'll ask you, what do you want to save it? So, I'll save it in a subfolder called Test. I'll just call it Company B. Okay. So the simulations will be a bit slower now because what it's going to do, it's going to create 16 files, one for the aggregate, one for each line of business, with a delimiter for the line of business, and 10,000 simulations by accident year and calendar year, and then also the aggregate. So the reason the simulations will be, you'll have to save it in some of your subfolders. So the reason the simulations here are now much slower because it has to write a lot out to this text files, 16 text files. So if I now go to a subfolder called Test, can you see Company B, Aggregate, Company B, Cal, CMP, HO? I can open Aggregate, say, with my spreadsheet, or with Excel, open with Microsoft Excel. That's what it looks like. In fact, you could have used comp scripts to grab all these numbers from the system and then perform additional operations on them by using Excel functions. Okay, let's go back to the system with capital graphs, whatever. Do the REA, where we look at, sort of obtaining some kind of reinsurance cover, adverse development cover on the aggregate of all these lines. We're going to look at the reserve section, reserve part, reserve risk. And you've seen these statistics before in the previous studies. So if you're writing 2.351 million in excess of 24.781 million, your statistic won't be exactly the same as mine because it depends on the simulations. That's how much reduction, coefficient of variation you'll have. You can look at the simulated values for the reinsurer and so on. Okay, let's now go to File, Create Report, and you have to go to from Saved Report Format, and you'll have to find it, and you'll have to, well, it's on your CD, so I don't know where you've actually placed it on your hard disk. So no, I've got to find it myself. I'm not too sure where I put it. Okay, you'll find one called 15 OES IXL. Go to next. 15 stands for the fact that it's 15 lines of business. If you wanted us to help you with report templates, if you want to manipulate ICRFS displays that appear in your report, add other displays, other tables, rearrange them, we can help you with that to write some reports that also do some post-processing on ICRFS tables and or displays. You go to next. You've got to make sure that there's a model match. Save report. Where do I save it? I'm going to save it here, industry versus recharge. I'm going to call it test 36. Obviously, I've done this before. Save. Finish. So it's creating a huge spreadsheet. Now you can also create your own, I think there is a number of videos on creating reports that you might want to look at first before you actually look at this video, where you can create reports yourself and then save them as templates. Okay, so we are in the report now. Model displays, a bit big. You can now keep on going. We've got a forecast table for the aggregate. Keep on going. You've got forecast summary by accident years for the aggregate and each line of business. Now, if you need to rearrange these in any way, we can help you with additional com scripts, Visual Basic in Excel, that will create additional tables. You've got TILD for the aggregate. That's the TVARs and VARs. You've got risk capital graphs. Let me make them a bit smaller. Actually, there are quite a few of them with various VARs and TVARs. Okay, risk capital tables, some reinsurance, and so on. Okay, again, if you need any help with any of that, please let us know by emailing support@insureweb.com.